Do you feel like you're longing for something more? Do you feel like no matter what you try to do to satisfy yourself, you're not happy, you're not content? I know for me, around the age of 18, God really started making this subject prevalent to me, is that no matter what I tried to satisfy, the next entertainment thing, the next possession materially, the next relationship that I had, it was like there was always this sense of emptiness. And I find it really interesting that Jesus makes it really clear what his mission on earth was. When talking to Pontius Pilate, he said, "For this reason I was born, and for this reason I came into the world, to testify to truth. Those who follow truth listen to my words." And I find it interesting he says, "those who listen to truth." He's not saying everybody will listen to my truth. He's not saying everybody will listen to my words. He's saying those who listen to my truth. He also says in the Gospel of John, he says that his sheep hear his voice and he calls them by name. And Jesus speaks in all sorts of spiritual language about there are people who God has put a spiritual hook in them and he's pulling them to himself. Material possessions will not satisfy. Relationships on earth will not satisfy. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, all the infamous things that people pursue. Look at the path that most of those people end up on. The path that you're on right now, where does it usually end up? It's pretty simple, right? And I don't want to pursue a path that leaves me hungry. I don't want to pursue a path that leaves me empty. I want the only thing that can satisfy. Jesus said to the woman at the well, he said, "I give you food that won't leave you hungry." He says, "I give you water that once you taste, you will never go thirsty." When we come into a fellowship with God and we just seek a simple relationship with him, literally, it's something that almost words can't describe. And I totally get why Jesus used parables all the time, or spiritual language, is that it's like water that you drink and don't go home thirsty. God is so satisfying. You can't explain it unless you've experienced it.